What's up, guys? It's me, Pastor Junior. Hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you. Let's jump into the devotion for today. Today is in Matthew 15:8 and 9. It says, "This people honors me with their lips, but their hearts are far away from me. Their worship of me is empty since they teach instructions that are human rules." Mateo 15:8 y 9. Este pueblo de labios me honra, mas su corazón está lejos de mí, pues en vano me honran enseñando como doctrinas mandamientos de hombres. ¿Qué podemos aprender de esto? Lo que podemos aprender de esto es, digamos, por ejemplo, how would you feel if you being a girl, you have a guy that comes up to you and tells you, "Girl, I love you. You're the only one for me. There's no one like you." And then the next day you see him talking to somebody else or telling that same very thing that he told you que se lo está diciendo a otra. Or guys, how do you feel if a girl comes to you and be like, "Babe, I love you. You're the only man for me, hasta te trae un regalo." And then the next day you see that she does that to somebody else. How would you feel? You feel betrayed. Te sentirías mal. ¿Sí me entiende? Um, and y el problema es que eso is what we do every single day with God. We commit what I like to call spiritual adultery. We cheat on God. We cheat on Him. We really do. No, Pastor, what do you mean? I don't cheat on God. Really? Really? Okay. So, el domingo, when you're at church, you're worshiping God, you're reading your Bible, you're crying, youth events, youth concerts, you're out there worshiping and you're crying and you're confessing. You're like, "God, I will never leave you. God, I want to serve you. I never want to fall into temptation. I don't want to live my old lifestyle back." But once you get out of there, you forget about that. You go kick it with your bad friends. You go party. You go drink. You go smoke. You go be sexually impure. You talk wrong. You disrespect your parents. You disobey. You steal. You cheat. Should I keep going? Do you get what I'm trying to say? That we cheat on God every single day. Que every single day Dios mira acá abajo to our young generation and we commit spiritual adultery. We say we love them, but our actions say something else. Because when we love somebody, we'll do everything we can to make them happy. Everything. You will put their happiness before yours. It's a commitment. And some of you don't even know what that word means. Some of you want to be in relationships, you want to have a girlfriend, you want to have a boyfriend, but you don't want to commit. You don't want to know how to compromise. You don't want to know how to work together, how to be friends, how to be honest. And no, you just want the title. You just want to say, "I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend." But their actions doesn't speak that. You see what I'm saying? Dios no quiere eso de nosotros. That's the problem with too many of us young Christians. That our parents are Christians, our parents are leaders of a church, and we, as their kids, we go to their church and then we fake it all the way. We fake it. You're out there worshiping, you're raising your hands, you're crying, you got the boogers coming down your face. But as soon as you walk out of church, ya te olvidas de todo eso. Te olvidas de las enseñanzas, te olvidas de los consejos, and then you go and do the opposite that what you said you were not going to do. ¿Sí me entiendes? You can't love God in the things of this world. You can't have two girlfriends. You can't have two boyfriends. You could try, but it's wrong. It's not right. It's not love. Dios quiere for us to show that we love Him, not with our actions. There's too many Christians nowadays que nomás they say they love God, but they don't show it. They don't forgive. They don't love their neighbor. They're prideful. Um, they're stingy with their money. All these things. But they call themselves Christians. They dress with ties and suits every day. No. A Christian is actions. It's a lifestyle, like I've always said before. A lifestyle. Because when you love someone, you'll do everything to please them. For example, me, I'm married. I have a beautiful wife. And one of my favorite things to do in my world, in my life, is bringing her a little gift, whether it be flowers, a teddy bear or something, whether when I'm picking up from work or when I'm walking to the house and she's already home, and I give her a gift, the happiness that she feels, the happiness, the joy that I see in her. Because I give her something. I give her a token of my appreciation of how much I love her. What are we giving God? You know what we give God? The scraps, the leftovers. We make God our side piece. Isn't that wrong? We turn God into our side chick, our side dude. That's wrong. That's horrible. Tenemos las cosas del mundo as our mains, right? Those are our mains, the things of the world. Smoking, partying, drinking, friends, your bad friends, sexting, flirting, sexual impurity, all these things, stealing, cheating, lying. We make that our main. And God's our side. Because, and then that's why we have the lifestyle that we do. But when we put God as our main, all these other things, we're not going to want any side ones. We're not going to want any side ones. You don't want to have any distractions. It's time for us to quit committing spiritual adultery. You know, when you were a little kid, les decían, hey, did you do this? And you're like, no, but then you cross your fingers. And they're like, you promise? And they're like, no crosses count. And you're like, oh, man. And you would like put your fingers like this and be like, do you love God? Yes. Are you faithful to Him? Yes. Are you out here sinning and still living your past lifestyle? No. You're lying. Don't lie. God sees everything. We shouldn't do that. And then here's the problem. When you lie to God, when you lie to yourself, and you're actually not living your love out for God, that's why you have such a horrible life. That's why you're sad, you're depressed, you feel empty, nothing makes you happy. You're always trying to find happiness in a guy or a girl or in the things of this world. You feel incomplete. You're always falling over and over and sinning over and over because you're not straight and legit with God. It's time for us to love God, not just to talk about it, but be about it. Show Him that you love Him. See, all of us were like, oh, I hate people who are fake. We're not supposed to hate anyway. Nos caen mal la gente que they're fake, son hipócritas. But that's what we are with God too. At church, ahí están, oh, Jesus, I love you. And then you're out there worshiping, y te sabes los textos, and you try to point everybody else's sins out. Mira, él hace esto, and he does this, and she does that. But what about you? When you're with your boyfriend, when you're with your girlfriend, are you still sexually pure? When you're around your friends that aren't Christians and they invite you to smoke and drink, do you say yes? When they're talking dirty jokes, when they're talking about a girl, when you're ditching, when you're disrespecting your teachers, you're disrespecting your parents, when you're lying. But it is time for us to show God that we love Him. That's the problem with too many Christians nowadays. They always want to look spiritual. They always want to act like they're all spiritual and they're all Christian. But their behavior says something else. I know people that I've seen them at church that they worship, not just in ours and other churches, that they worship God and they're like, oh, I love Jesus. But the things they be liking on Facebook, things they be sharing on Facebook, the comments they make, cussing and talking inappropriate things. That Facebook even counts. Social media counts. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I just have Facebook. I don't have anything else. I think I have an Instagram account, but I haven't touched it for years. I don't know how to log in. Isn't that sad though? We shouldn't do that with God. We shouldn't do that with anyone. And once we're faithful to God, then we could be faithful to other people. You want a good boyfriend, you want a good girlfriend. See if that person is first faithful to God. If they are faithful to God and they're spiritual and they're on the up and up and they're talking about loving Jesus and their lifestyle reflects that, that's a good person to be with. But it's time for you and I to quit saying, I love Jesus, but your lifestyle says something different. Your lips say it, but your heart is far away from that. Your heart still belongs to the world. God doesn't just want your words. He doesn't want words. He wants action. He wants your heart. Give Him your heart because He gives you His and He'll bless you. He'll love you. You'll feel peace. You'll feel joy. You'll feel purpose. You'll have some type of meaning in your life when you love Him with all your heart. That's one of the greatest commandments. It says, love the Lord your God with all your heart. Soul, mind, and everything else. But He says with all your heart. Not 50%, not half-piece, not a third. All of your heart. Because He gives you the best of Him. Why aren't we going to give Him the best of us? Don't talk about it. Be about it. If you love God, forget all these things in this world. If you say you love Jesus, forget all these bad friendships that you're with. You should put God as your number one priority on your list. He should be everything to you. But if you love God, all these attractions of this world, all this sin, all this partying and all this clubbing and all this attention hungry, just wanting guys and girls' attention, and you're trying to party, you're smoking, you're drinking, you're lying, you're stealing, you're cheating, sexually impure, they're not going to faze you. That's not going to matter to you. Let's stop committing spiritual adultery. For example, when you have your girlfriend and you have a boyfriend, those of you that you know what a committed relationship is, and even though your boyfriend or girlfriend isn't presently there physically next to you, but if somebody tries to hit on you, and they'll be like, "Can I get your number?" You're like, "No, I already have a girlfriend. No, I already have a boyfriend. No, thanks." You're faithful, right? Some of you be like, "She's not here. Oh, well, here's my number." Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about the committed relationships. We say, "No, I already have a boyfriend. No, thank you." We don't flirt with anybody. We're not flirting. We're not sexting. We're not any of those things because we have a boyfriend or girlfriend that you're committed to them, just them. So why do we cheat on God? But even though God is not physically there, but He's in here. He should be in here. This is where He lives, in our hearts. Yeah, left side. He should be in our hearts, in our mind. That when the sin comes and your temptation comes, you're not there. Ooh. No. It's like, nah, that used to be me, but not no more. I'm all about Him. I'm all about God. Guys, I love you. God bless you. Take care. And put God first. And He'll give you the best of Him. And you'll feel a life full of happiness and purpose.